Hi everyone. So this is our revision video series, and today we are going to discuss about the sixth lesson of your syllabus, which means the first lesson of your second term, right? First lesson of your second term, the sixth lesson. Let us make our school environment healthy. Let us make our school environment healthy. So in this lesson, we are going to discuss about how to make our school environment a healthy one. කොහොමද මේක සෞඛ්‍යවත් පාසල් පරිසරයක් විදිහට අපේ පාසල පවත්වාගෙන යන්නේ. In grade 6 also we have learned something similar to this as it was about family health. It was about the environment of your family. How to make your family environment healthy. So under that topic in grade 6, we have talked about something called health promotion. We have talked about something called health promotion. In here also we are going to use that concept, right? The exact same concept to make our school environment healthy, right? So earlier also we have discussed about health promotion with respect to the respect to your family environment, right? But in here we are going to discuss, we are going to include that health promotion concept into our school environment in order to make our school environment a healthy one, right? So first of all we need to discuss and we need to identify, we need to understand what this health promotion is. What this health promotion is, we need to understand it very first, very beginning of this lesson. We need to understand that, right? So we'll see what is this health promotion. Now let's see. I will explain it. Definitions are given in your note, and along this with video sessions, you will receive those relevant notes as well. So when you are watching this video, make sure you have with your relevant note in your hand, right? Again, video එක බලනකොට මේ note එකත් අදාළ note එකත් ඔයාලගේ අතේ තියාගෙන බලන්න. එතකොට ගොඩක් පහසුයි ඔයාලට තේරුම් ගන්න, right? Because in this series I'm not going to explain it very deep in a deep way. I'm going to explain it to you in a very smooth way, very shortly, very briefly. I'm going to explain it to you, these concepts and everything. So it's very important to have your note with you when you are referring this video, right? Okay. Now the first thing we need to discuss is health promotion, right? Health promotion. What is this health promotion? Health promotion means so you already know what you need to do in order to make your healthy behavior in a proper manner. How to keep you healthy? You know already what you need to do, right? Like you need to wash yourself twice a day. You need to brush your teeth. You need to wash your hands before taking a meal. Likewise, you need to drink clean water, and you need to have nutritious food in order to be healthy. Likewise, you know the normal stuff which you need to do in order to make your health in a to maintain your health in a proper manner. නේද? සෞඛ්‍ය පවත්වාගන්න කරන්න ඕනේ දේවල් ටික පළ දාන්න. So consider now you are in school. Now you are inside the school premises. So you know all those stuff. You need to drink water. You need to have nutritious food. You need to wash your hands. You need to use toilets in a proper manner, right? And you need to have a clean toilet for that. You need to sweep your classrooms and corridors, all those things, right? Likewise, you know those stuff that you need to do. But even though you know these stuff that you need to do these things, you may not have enough facilities. You may not have enough basic facilities for you to carry out those procedures or habits, right? ඒක කරන්න ඔයාලට අවශ්‍ය පහසුකම් ටික නැති වෙන්න පුළුවන්. If the school doesn't have any proper cleaning water supply, proper clean water supply, the school doesn't have such a thing. What will happen? Even though you know you need to drink clean water, there's no way you can find clean water inside the school. You know you need to have healthy food, but if the canteen is filled with unwanted fast foods and useless things, what will happen? If there are no any healthy foods in the canteen, you will not be able to buy or eat any of those healthy food. Likewise, in order to maintain your health, you need to have some basic facilities, right? You can't make them up. You can't make your canteen a healthy one. You cannot make a clean water supply for your school, right? You cannot build a clean toilet environment, right? Toilet facilities. And you can't give school the sports facilities. Garbage disposal system. You can't make it in your school, right? You cannot control those things. If you have those facilities, you can use them in a proper manner, right? If you already have those things, those basic facilities, now you can use those facilities and you can maintain your healthy conditions in your life, right? So, in order to give a person or a student, right? In order to give a person or a student the control of their own health conditions, in order to give the control of their own health condition, someone needs to facilitate their basic requirements like water supply, a healthy canteen, clean toilet facilities, and enough toilet facilities, right? අවශ්‍ය තරම් facility පහසුකම් නේද? ක්‍රීඩා පහසුකම් ටික ඊට පස්සේ garbage disposal management system එකක්, right? මේ වගේ අර facilities ටික හදලා දෙන්න ඕනේ, right? Now health promotion is the process of building and developing and maintaining those basic facilities of such an institute, so that everyone using that facility will be able to take the control of their own health issues and make their health a better one, or to maintain their health in a proper way. They will be able to do that, right? That is what we call health promotion. අවශ්‍ය පහසුකම් ටික හදලා දීම මගින් සහායව හරි විදිහට පවත්වාගෙන යාම මගින් ඒක පාවිච්චි කරන පුද්ගලයන්ට නැත්නම් ස්ටුඩන්ට්ස් ලාට ළමයින්ට තමන්ගේ පාලනයට අරගෙන තමන්ගේ සෞඛ්‍ය පිළිබඳ කරුණු තමන්ගේ පාලනයට අරගෙන ඒවා යූස් කරලා තමන්ගේ සෞඛ්‍ය තත්ත්වය හොඳට පවත්වාගෙන යන්න පුළුවන් ක්‍රමවේදයක් හදලා දෙන එක තමයි අපි මේ health promotion කියලා කියන්නේ, right? Health promotion. If a school work very hard, including all the staff members, teachers, and everyone else, if a school works hard to maintain those basic facilities, such a school, we call that a health promoting school. We call such a school a health promoting school. මේකට වැඩ කරනවා නම් ඒක මේන්ටේන් කරගන්න මේ facilities ටික මේ වගේ ස්කූල් එකකට අපි කියනවා health promoting school එකක් කියලා. Right? The single word for promotion, health promotion is සෞඛ්‍ය ප්‍රවර්ධනය. Okay? ප්‍රවර්ධනය. Right? Now first we'll discuss some characteristics of a health promotion school, right? Or health promoting school. There are some characteristics which we can identify. The health promoting school. හඳුනා ගන්න තියෙන characteristics, ලක්ෂණ, qualities මොනවද කියලා බලන්න. By looking at those qualities, we can decide whether this is a health promoting school or not. Right? So we'll look into that matter quickly. We will talk about characteristics which we can identify a health promoting school. We can talk about these characteristics of qualities in two categories. We can divide those characteristics into two categories. One is about physical, the qualities in the physical environment. Qualities in the physical environment, right? Qualities in the physical environment, right? This is one category or one part, right? The other category, which we can divide this into socio-mental. Socio-mental. Socio-mental means social and mental environment. Mental environment. right? Physical environment, we can talk about the qualities of the physical environment. Then we can talk about the socio-mental law, social law, and social and mental environment. Right? I will explain these meanings of the social and mental environment and physical as well. So physical environment means what? Physical environment means the things we can, the environment or the surrounding which we can experience through our sensory organs, our eyes, our nose, our tongue, our skin, our ears, right? මෙන්න මේ අපි කියන්නේ නැස කනනාසය දිව ශරීරය කියලා එකක් හරි තියෙනවා නේද? අපේ සංවේදී ඉන්ද්‍රිය, sensory organs. If something can be experienced by those things, we include all those things into our physical environment. That is our physical environment. අපේ භෞතික ලෝකය කියන්නේ, right? And thus the board මිනිස්සු සත්තු physical environment. And socio-mental means the things we can feel to our mind. Mental means the things we can feel to our mind, like what? Kindness. If someone is kind to someone, can we taste it or smell it or can we see it through our eyes? No, it will feel to our mind, right? It will to our mind. So those things will be included in mental environment. And social means the way we keep our interpersonal relationship between other people around you, or other people around us, the way we keep our personal relationship in between. We සම්බන්ධතා පවත්වා ගන්න විදිය. ඒකත් එතකොට mental කියන කොටසටම තමයි ඇතුළත් වෙන්නේ. That is why we are mentioned like this, socio mental as together, right? That is why we are mentioning these two parts as one. Right? Now first see about physical environment qualities, which we can see in a health promoting school. Physical environment qualities මොනවද කියලා අපි බලමු. Right? The first thing, in such a school or an institute, we can have clean air surrounding. Clean air. The air is not polluted, very clean, it's breathable. It is you know, and the surrounding is also very clean and tidy. And classrooms, your corridors, all these things will be very clean and tidy. And it should be attractive as well. Attractive means so you will be able to study in an active mind and a happily mood. You will be able to study in such a school. Attractive surrounding environment, physical environment. And a very important thing, adequate and clean toilet facilities you should have in such a school. Adequate and clean toilet facilities, right? Adequate and clean toilet facilities. Adequate means ප්‍රමාණවත් තරම් තියෙනවා. ප්‍රමාණවත් ඇති වෙන්න තියෙනවා. නේද? ඉන්න ළමයින්ට සියලු දෙනාට ප්‍රමාණවත් විදිහට මේ toilet facilities තියෙන්න ඕන, and they should be clean as well. ඒවා පිරිසිදුව තියෙන්නත් අවශ්‍යයි. Right? And drinking water facilities should be clean and should be properly maintained. And sports facilities. There should be enough and adequate sports facilities for children to attend. If someone wants to do some sport inside the school to make to improve their physical fitness, right? So that person or that child should be able to engage in such a school, such a sport inside the school premises. So there should be enough and adequate facilities, sports facilities for that as well, right? Sports facilities all come under physical environment. Physical environment. And there should be a healthy canteen. I forgot that, right? Healthy canteen with nutritious food and everything, with proper drinks, proper foods and everything. There should be a proper canteen, right? And a safe environment without accidents, injuries, right? A safe environment. Hmm. If it is like a construction site, what will happen? Hmm. Pile of bricks everywhere, different kinds of iron bars and everything. ආයුධයි වෙපන්සුයි ඒවා එක එක තැන්වල තියෙනකොට මොකද වෙන්නේ? එහෙම අර බිල්ඩිමක් හදන බිල්ඩිමක් ළඟට එහෙම දීපම අනතුරු වෙන්න පුළුවන්. right? මේ වගේ අනතුරු වෙන්න බැරුව free of accidents. The environment should be free of accidents. ඒ වගේ අනතුරු වෙන්න පුළුවන් වලවල් කපලා තියෙනවා. එහෙම නැත්නම් අර අනතුරු වෙන්න තියෙන අවස්ථා නැතුව හොඳ safe environment එකක් ඒකේ තියෙනවා. It should be a very safe proper environment which it not to be inviting the very safe environment එකක්. So those are some main characteristics or qualities which you can see in a physical environment of a health promoting school. Right? Now we'll see what are the socio-mental environment qualities. Qualities of this mental environment. The things we feel to our mind. So the first thing which there should be the safe mental environment. A safe mental environment should be there. What do you mean by safe mental environment in a mental way? මානසික වශයෙන් මොකක්ද අපි safe environment එකක් කියන්නේ? There should be no harassments, there should be no bullying or abuses or arguments, fights, right? What will happen if we find those kinds of things in a school environment? The students will be mentally distracted by those things. ඒගොල්ලෝ මොකද එන්නේ හැම වෙලේම රන් වෙනවා, බයිනවා, ගුරුවරු බයිනවා, කෑ ගහනවා නේද? බුලි කරනවා කියන්නේ අර කරදර කරනවා අනිත් ළමයි හරි කවුරු හරි. right? මේ වගේ දේවල් තිබ්බොත් මොකද වෙන්නේ? Students will be mentally distracted. They will not be able to attend their studying works in a proper way. In a free mind, they won't be able to attend their classes. ඉනින් කටතු නිදහසේ කරගන්න බැරි වෙන්න ඕන. Right? And punishments, right? Those will affect children in a bad way to their mental health. එයාගේ මානසික තත්ත්වයට ඒවා බලපාන. Right? And there should be a counseling service. Counseling means අපි කියනකොට උපදේශන සේවාව. Counseling means like a doctor. So if you have some disease or something, some wound or something, some injury in our physical body, we can go to a doctor and we can take treatments, proper treatments, right? අපේ ශරීරයේ මොකක් වුණත් අපිට අන්න ડોක්ටර් කෙනෙක් ඉන්නවා. අන්න ඒ වගේ if you have something, some problem, if you have some problem with our mind, if you have something problem with our mind, mind means if you feel sad all the time, if you are getting angry more than usual, නේද? හැම වෙලේම තරහ යනවා, දුක හිතෙනවා, mentally fearful mentality. If someone have a fearful mentality, බයෙන් ජීවත් වෙන ගතිය. ඒ වගේ ගොඩ තියෙන mental problems, mental diseases or disorders, right? If someone has such a thing, such a mental issue, right? Like we go to a doctor for a physical thing, we can go to a counselor. අන්න අපි අනුගමන counselor ගාව. Right? Then we can talk with that person. We can tell our problems openly to that counselor. උපදේශකයාට අපිට නිදහසේ ඒවා කියන්න පුළුවන්. And he will talk with us for some time. Then the counselor will try to understand our exact situation. He will try to understand our exact situation and he will give us some kind of solutions for those issues, those mental issues. So in a school, there should be a counseling services, right? Or whether, if not, we can either talk to a teacher about your problems. If you have a trustworthy teacher, you can talk to the teacher as well. Then try to resolve that issue by obtaining some advices from them. Counseling services. And there should be equality. There should be equality among the school environment. Equality means samanathawe, right? එවුන් everyone should be treated equally. If a teacher treats some part of their classroom, some people, some students in a proper way, they talk loudly and kindly, they deal with them very kindly. And another part of the student very harshly. නරක විදිහට බැනලා සැර කරලා කටයුතු කරන කොටසක් එක්ක සමහර කට්ටියත් එක්ක හොඳට කතා කරලා එනවා. එතකොට මොකද වෙලා තියෙන්නේ? That means there are no equality among them. සමානාත්මතාවය නැහැ. What will happen in such a situation? අර නරක විදිහට සලකන ළමයිට මොකද වෙන්නේ? It will affect their mentality. It will affect their mentality. So teachers and everyone should treat everyone in the school in the same way, in an equal way. You should treat all them in equal way. සමාන විදිහට අපි හැමෝටම සලකන්න ඕනේ. That's a good quality which we can see in a health promoting school. And there should be opportunities for teamwork, like sports. In a sport, we are doing it the group. ක්‍රීඩාවක් කරනකොට අපි group එකක්. ඒ වගේ there should be opportunities. අවස්ථා දෙන්න ඕනේ. In order for children to take part in teamwork. And there should be appreciations as well. Appreciations means appreciations. Right? Like in a prize, I mean, we give prizes to children with better performance, right? So others also will motivated to get better performance, to go for better performance, and they will also work hard to achieve their goals and try to take a present or a gift or a prize from a teacher, right? මේ වගේ appreciations තියෙනවා. හොඳ දෙයක් කරොත් හොඳයි කියන්නේ. එතකොට තමයි අර අනිත් කට්ටියත් motivate වෙන්නේ මේ වගේ තැනකට හොඳ දේවල් කරන්න. They all will try to do good things and they will work hard for their achievements. අවශ්‍ය දේවල් ලබා ගන්න ගොඩක් මහන්සිලා වැඩ කරන්න motivate වෙනවා. උද්‍යෝගිමත් වෙනවා. Right? So those things can be considered as mental environment qualities in a health promoting school. Right? Okay. Now the next thing. Right? So those are the qualities. We have divided those qualities into two categories, and by identifying these categories of these qualities, we can identify whether this school is a health promoting school or not. Right? So that is the objective of identifying these qualities. Right? Now we'll discuss themes. Right? Health promoting themes. Health promoting themes. Right? Themes means in order to achieve some objective, we can use different strategies for that. Right? We can do that in a different ways. එකම දෙයක් අපි එකම අරමුණක් සඳහා මොකක් හරි දෙයක් අරමුණු කරගෙන යන්න ළඟා කරගන්න අපිට පුළුවන් different strategies. කියන්නේ විවිධ විදි භාවිතා කරන්න පුළුවන් එක කරන්න. Right? එකම දේ කරන්න අපිට විවිධ ක්‍රම භාවිතා කරන්න පුළුවන්. So in order to teach, we can do a physical class like in a normal tuition class, or we can do an online class like this. See, the same thing is happening but in different ways. තමර ෆිසිකල් විදියට ක්ලාස් එකකට ළමයින් මෙටික් අයවල ඉගෙන ගන්නත් පුළුවන්. ඒකෙත් ළමයිට උගන්වන එක වෙන්නේ. මේ වගේ ඔන්ලයින් විදියට අපිට උගන්වන්නත් පුළුවන්. ඒකෙත් වෙන්නේ ළමයිට උගන්වන එක. See, the same thing is happening but in different ways. Those different ways we call themes. Right? So if you want to promote health in a school, we can use different methods for that. විවිධ විදි භාවිතා කරන්න පුළුවන්. We can use different strategies for that. So we call those strategies and ways or methods as themes in here. The themes කියලා තමයි ඔන්න ඔය methods ටික හඳුනාගන්නේ method. Right? Okay. Now we'll see what are those themes which we can use to promote health in a school. පාසලක සෞඛ්‍ය වර්ධනය කරන්න අපිට කරන්න පුළුවන් ක්‍රම මොනවද සෞඛ්‍ය වර්ධනය කරන්න. Right? First thing we can do, developing health promotion policies. Developing health promotion policies. Policies. In Sinhala we call that pratipatti. For that pratipatti, health promotion, promoting policies. We can make pratipatti. Pratipatti means, or policies means what? Those are same as the rules and regulations. In a country, we have sets of rules and regulations. We can't do that, we can't do that, we can't steal people's money, we can't overtake like this. Likewise, in different aspects, we have rules and regulations in a country, right? We call them rules or laws, right? Law is actually a need. So, what is a need? Right? Similar to this, if you are making or we are accepting some sets of rules inside a small social unit like a family, in school, right? උදා සමාජයකකින් අපි මේ පොඩි පවුලක පාසලක වගේ මේ වගේ නීති පද්ධතියක් අපි සම්මත කරගන්නවා නම් අපි මේ විදිහට ඉන්න ඕනේ. Like in school, children should wear black shoes, they should treat their hair properly, they should wear a white shirt. Likewise, some accepted terms. If you are making some accepted terms similar to laws, we call those things policies. It is used in such a small social unit. We call them policies. They are not written anywhere. They should be done. Law they have written, clearly mentioned. These are the laws. These are the laws. And if someone breaks it, these are the punishments for that. Likewise, they have clearly mentioned, and nobody can change those things according to one's preference. They cannot change those things. The law in the country. But policies aren't like that. Policies aren't like that, right? Those are commonly accepted terms. සම්මත කරගෙන හදාගෙන තියෙන සෙට් එකක්. not mentioned anywhere in the book or rule book or something like that. එහෙම ලියලා කරලා punishments දාලා එහෙම නෑ. අපි නිකන් මේක to maintain the mechanism of such an institute or a social unit, we all accept to some conditions. We have a එකම තැනකට කැමති වෙනවා, අපි එකඟ වෙනවා මේ විදිහට අපි කරමු කියලා. නම් මේ වගේ වට තමයි policies කියලා කියනවා. Right? So we can develop and initiate some health promoting policies. Policies related to our health inside the school. I will give you some examples for that. Right? I will explain it better. Okay. The second theme which we can do, we can improve knowledge and skills. We can improve knowledge and skills of students. We can give awareness to the students to make their health conditions better. Now, like what we are doing right now, now through this health and physical education subject, we are trying to educate you. We are trying to give you some knowledge about your health, your own health. ඔයාලගේම සෞඛ්‍යය ගැන ඔයාලට දැනුවත් කරනවා, කරන්න ඕනේ දේවල් කියනවා, කරන්න එපා දේවල් කියනවා, right? So ඔයාලා සතර වර්ධනය කරන්න try කරනවා. That is what we are doing absolutely right now. දැන් අපි කරන්නේ ඒක තමයි, right? So by developing and improving knowledge and skills of students, we can promote health and we can help it promote health inside the school premises, right? අපි ඒකත් භාවිත කරන්න පුළුවන්. ඒක වැඩි දියුණු කරන්න. Right? I will give you examples for that aspect. Right? After completing this part, I will explain those things a little deeper. And the third thing from policies, right? Team. The third way which we can carry out to promote healthiness, right? Creating a healthy environment. We should create a healthy environment, like I explained earlier. Physical environment and as well as the mental environment. We should try to make our environment, both mental and physical environments, better. We should try to and we should work hard to make the physical and mental environment inside the school a better one. ඒක හොඳ අත්දැකීම් පවත්වා ගන්න අපි කටයුතු කරන්න. I have explained that part about the environment, physical and both physical and mental, right? We should try to maintain such a good environment in the school. And getting help from community. Community means සමාජය, එළියේ සමාජය, community, ප්‍රජාව, right? Any in the community, we can get help, right? Like what? Now, if you have a Ramadan, if you want to clean the playground of the school, so in order to do that task, we can get help from outside. We can get help from the parents of the students, right? And the community. We can always get help, or we can get help from laborers from a municipal council. නගර සභාවකින් අපිට laborers ළඟින් කම්කරු ටිකක් ගෙන්න ගන්න අපිට උදව්වක් කරන්න පුළුවන් මොකක් හරි ඒ වගේ සුද්ධ කරන වැඩකට හරි මොකද ඕනෑම right for anything. Likewise, in order to promote health inside the school or to develop the health conditions of the school premises or the environment, you could always get help from the outsiders or outside people. Like the police, we could get help from the police. Likewise, we could always get different help from different kinds of people in the society, from the outside society of the school. In පාසලෙන් පිට ඉන්න පුද්ගලයන්ගෙන් අපිට ඒ වගේ උදව් ලබා ගන්නත් පුළුවන් මේ දේවල් කරගන්න. Right? And the next theme, making optimum use of health services. Optimum means උපරිම ප්‍රයෝජනය ගන්නවා කියන්නේ. Optimum use. Yeah? උපරිම ප්‍රයෝජනය ගන්න. From what? Health services. සෞඛ්‍ය සේවා. Health services වලින්. What do you mean by health services now? Health services mean the services provided from the government or from the private sector to develop our health conditions, right? Services are being provided for us either from the government or from the private sector to develop our own health. අපේ සෞඛ්‍ය වැඩි දියුණු කරගන්න අපිට රජයේ විසින් හෝ පෞද්ගලික ආයතන විසින් පෞද්ගලික අංශයේ විසින් අපිට ලබා දෙන සෞඛ්‍ය සේවාවක්. So what is the main health service you know? What is the main health service in the country? Provided by our government. What is it? Hospital. The hospital is the main. It is free and it is free, right? It is the main free health service of this country. It is in a nidas සෞඛ්‍ය සේවය. ලබා දෙන සේවය. For what? To develop and improve our own health. අපේ සෞඛ්‍ය වැඩි දියුණු කරගන්න අපිට තියෙන ලොකු සේවයක් තමයි hospital. Likewise, there are several services provided by the government as well as from the private sector. I will give some examples for that. They are also included in the note as well, right? We discuss about those things. Okay. So those are some health promoting themes or the methods which we can use to promote health in a school. To promote health in a school. අපිට යොදා ගන්න පුළුවන් ක්‍රමවේද ඒවා තමයි අපි themes කියලා හඳුනාගත්තේ. Right? එතකොට objective එක මොකක්ද? What is the objective? Promote health in the school. Themes means the ways or methods or strategies which we can use to achieve that objective. ඒ objective එක අරමුණ ලබා කරගන්න අපිට භාවිතා කරන්න පුළුවන් ක්‍රමවේද තමයි මේ themes කියලා අපි හඳුනාගත්තේ. Themes discuss. Right? Now I will explain a little more about health promotion policies. So I have given some examples for health promotion policies in your note. Right? Some examples. So your note, maintaining separate containers for garbage. Maintaining separate containers. Dustbins. We could use separate containers for different types of disposals, right? One for polythene, one for glasses, one for paper stuff, and one for degradable things, foods and those things. Polythene. So that will be a proper garbage disposal or waste disposal management system. It will be a disposal management system. අසල කළමනාකරන පද්ධතියක් බවට පත් වෙනවා. Right? එතකොට ඒක තිබ්බොත් මොකද වෙන්නේ? Then you will be able to, as students, you will be able to use that service or use that system to clean your classrooms and gardens and all these things, and you will be able to dispose your waste materials in proper way without making any fuss. You will be able to dispose all these things in proper manner. ඒවා හොඳ විදිහට ඔයාලට බැහැර කරගන්න පුළුවන් වෙනවා. දැක්කද? මේ වැඩේ කරපුවාම අන්න බේසික් ෆැසිලිටි එක හැදුනා. දැන් ඔයාලට පුළුවන් ලස්සනට අර වාජන වලට දාලා dispose කරලා තමන්ගේ classroom and the garden and the corridors you can keep those all those things clean and tidy. ලස්සනට තියාගන්න පුළුවන් වෙනවා. Right? So now we are discussing some examples for policies, health promoting policies. So that can be implemented as a policy. There are different means. Now the principal can ask all the students to use the correct bin for correct waste product. Right? The waste අදාළ waste එකට අදාළ මොකක්ද විසි කරන දෙයට අදාළ එකට දාන්න කියලා අන්න policy එකක් හදාගන්න ඕනේ. And principal can instruct the administration to maintain a proper canteen with only with nutritious food and beverages. ඕෂධාහි දේශීය ආහාර විතරක් තියෙන මේකක් පවත්වාගෙන යන්න කියන ඔන්න අපිට පුළුවන් පොලිසි එකක් හදන්න. නීතියක් වගේ දාන්න. ප්‍රින්සිපල් කියනවා මේවා විතරයි පුළුවන්. එතකොට මොකද වෙන්නේ? Completely maintain a proper canteen with healthy foods and beverages. ආහාර පාන එක හොඳ ඒවා එක තියෙනවා. Then you can buy healthy food from that canteen and you can make your health conditions better. අපිට පුළුවන් දැන් හොඳ කෑම කාලා සෞඛ්‍ය තත්ත්වය වැඩි දියුණු කරගන්න. Right? And providing clean drinking water, and we can prohibit from bringing polythene into our school premises. අපිට polythene කියන එක තහනම් කරන්න පුළුවන්. We can stop and we could all agree, right? We all could agree not to bring polythene products, polythene bags or anything, right? Not to bring polythene into the school. වාසයට polythene ගේන කන්න අපිට ඕනම එකක් වෙලා නවත්තන්න පුළුවන්. So that will be a policy. By maintaining that policy, you automatically will improve your health condition, right? Likewise, such policies can be implemented inside our school premises. Now I will explain and give some examples for the second point as well. The second theme. What is the second theme? Improving knowledge and skills of students. Right? What kind of knowledge and what kind of skills that we should improve? We could improve self-understanding. Self-understanding means understanding about your own self. That way you will be able to control those health factors and you will be able to improve your health condition by that. Self-esteem. How to be happy about yourself. About the things you have within yourself. How to be happy. In that way, it will help to develop your mental environment in a proper way. Your mentality will be improved. Right? And your decision making and problem solving abilities we can improve. How to take a decision and how to solve a problem if one of us, how to solve like that. We could improve your abilities for that. How to take a correct decision in such condition, in such a scenario, how to take the correct decision. Likewise, we could improve your decision making skills as well. And how to cope with stress. If the problem was you may be stressed, you may get stressed. Wala ආතතියට පත් වෙනවා, pressure එකට, කම්පනයට පත් වෙනවා, මොකක් හරි ප්‍රශ්නයක් වුණා. So in such situation, how to handle that situation? We could teach you. We could teach you how to handle that situation. Those problems, how to handle the problem, how to solve it, how to take a decision in order to solve that problem. නේද? ප්‍රශ්නයක් ආවා මේක විසඳන්නේ කොහොමද? ඒක handle කරන්නේ කොහොමද? ඒක අපිට effect වෙන්නේ නැති වෙන්න අපි කොහොමද ඉන්නේ? Likewise, we could improve your skills on that, right? ඒකත් අපිට හොඳ පුළුවන්. Critical thinking and creative thinking. Critical thinking means looking at something in an unusual way or in a different way. If we can see things differently, right? If we can see a thing with different aspects. දෙයක් ආපුවම ප්‍රශ්නයක් ආපුවම අපිට ඒක විවිධ පැතිවලින් බලලා හිතන්න පුළුවන්. right? අන්න ඒකට අපි කියනවා critical thinking. Or that critical thinking. Right? If you get a problem, we can look at that problem before finding the solution. We can analyze that problem. If we can analyze by looking at the problem in different aspects or different ways, විවිධ පැතිවලින් බලලා අපිට ඒක analyze කරන්න, විශ්ලේෂණය කරන්න පුළුවන් නම් අන්න ඒකට තමයි කියන්නේ අපි critical thinking. For that, critical thinking. I don't remember the single word for that. Critical thinking. विचक्षणशीली चिंतन. Right? Critical thinking. विचारशीली चिंतन. That is the word. विचारशीली चिंतन. Right? And creative thinking means thinking in a new way. Thinking newly ideas. Generating new ideas. අලුත් අදහස්, අලුත් ක්‍රමවේද, අලුත් දේවල් විදිහට හැමදේම අලුත් විදිහට හිතන එක තමයි අපි creative thinking කියලා කියනවා. Right? And emotional balance, very important. Emotional balance. Emotional balance means in Sinhala we call that chitta vega samabaratava. Emotional balance, very important thing for your mental health. Manasika සෞඛ්‍යය තාමරණ වැදගත්. Emotions means what? What do you mean by emotions? Emotions. Or we call that feelings. Emotions are the feelings which comes to our mind, right? Which comes to our mind, like what? Like happiness, like happiness, sorrow, anger, තරහව, දුක්ඛ, සතුට, fear, බය. ඒවා තමයි අපිට දැනෙන mentally අපිට feel වෙන emotions. අපි හැඟීම් කියලා කියන්නේ සතුට, දුක, බය, තරහව වගේ. Those are mental emotions, so feelings, right? So we cannot control them actually. Actually, we cannot control them coming into our mind. Emotions and feelings අපිට එන එක වළක්වන්න බෑ. ඒ තරහ වෙන එකවත් we cannot control them. It's not easy, right? But we can control the reaction we make for those emotions. We can control the reaction to those emotions and feelings. What do you mean by the reaction? So I get angry. And anger feeling or anger feeling will come into my mind now. Then what will happen? Now I'm getting angry and I'm going to hit my friend in the face. So that is the emotion coming. Then hitting my friend on the face is what? It is the reaction. Hitting my friend in the face is the reaction. Right? I cannot control, I may not be able to control that feeling coming into my mind, but I can control hitting my friend in the face. I can stop that. I can be not doing that. But I can control karaganta. So I can clearly and simply I can control the reactions. That's the artery buying. Duka hituna under reaction. Duka hituna under the reaction. Right? We are able to control the reaction for those emotions. So controlling those reactions to those emotions is what we call emotional balance. Emotional balance. නැත්නම් චිත්ත වේග සමබරතාවය කියලා කියන්නේ. So it will help in a very big way to maintain our mental condition. Okay, මානසික තත්ත්වයේ තියෙන ගන්න ඉතාම වැදගත්. Right? And good interpersonal relationships. යහපත් අන්තර් පුද්ගල සම්බන්ධතා, the relationship we maintain between each individual around us. ඒ ඉන්න කට්ටියත් එක්ක අපි පවතින සම්බන්ධතාවය. Like the connection in between you and me right now. You are a student, I am a teacher. We have some interconnection in between us. This interconnection or the relationship is productive and efficient. If I am learning correctly and if you are if I am teaching you correctly and if you are learning the things I am teaching in a better way, this relationship is productive. We could say this relationship, interpersonal relationship, is productive and efficient. මේක ඵලදායී, මේකෙන් වැඩක් වෙනවා. හොඳ සම්බන්ධතාවයක් ඔන්න පවත්වා ගත්තා කියලා අපිට කියන්න පුළුවන්. Likewise, we should maintain good, productive and efficient කාර්යක්ෂම සහ ඵලදායී interpersonal relationships we should maintain. Right? And productive communication. This is what we are doing right now, communicating. We are communicating with each other. I am telling something to you, I am trying to teach something to you. That is communication, sannivedana. Right? If you are telling something to me, that is communication. So, a communication always should be productive. But if it is not productive, අපි කියන්නේ සල්ලාපදොඩ රෝගය ඔබදුක කතා කරනවා. වැඩක් නැති දේ. කතා කර කර ඉන්නවම මොකද? That communication will not be effective or productive. ඒක ඵලදායී එකක් වෙන්නේ නැති වෙනවා. So our communications should be well productive and efficient as well. Right? කාර්යක්ෂම සහ ඵලදායී වෙනවා. අපි කතා කරන කාලය ගත කරන කාලේ අපේ වචන ඵලදායී වෙන්න ඕනේ. නැත්නම් මොකද වෙන්නේ? මම දැන් ක්ලාස් එකට ඇවිල්ලා ඔයාලට මොකක් හරි වෙනත් කතන්දරේ විහිළුවක් කරලා මොනවා හරි කරලා වෙලාව පැයක් විතර මේව කරලා ක්ලාස් එක ඉවර කරලා යනවා. Will it be productive then? No. It won't be productive. The communication will not be productive. And the communication එක productive නැති. Productive communication. And we should improve. It's a skill. We all should improve. It's a skill, right? It's another skill. And empathy. Empathy is somewhat related to those emotions. Empathy. Sahakampani. Empathy means sahakampani. Right? Empathy means ability to identify or understand one's emotion in the exact way. Like this. If I can understand your emotion inside your mind in the exact same way, that is what we call empathy. Then I have empathy. සහකම්පණය ඔන්න මට තියෙනවා මට ඔයාලගේ හැඟීම් අඳුර ගන්න පුළුවන්. Now my student is trying in a phone කොනකට ගිහිල්ලා ඔන්න ළමයි කඩාඩ ඉන්නවා. He may have some problem, mental or some problem. So he is trying. So now I am going to him and ask what is the problem with that. මොකද්ද ප්‍රශ්නේ කියලා අහනවා. Right? Then I will talk with him sometime. For some time I'm discussing some things with him. Yeah, problem එක අහලා කතා කරගෙන. While talking with him, I should try to, if I'm a good teacher, I should try to understand the exact emotion in that student at the moment. ඒ අවස්ථාවේදී පුද්ගලයාගේ ළමයාගේ තියෙන emotion එකෙන් හැඟීම දුක මොන වගේ දුකක්ද තරහවක්ද අන්නේ තියෙන emotions වල quality එක මම ඒ විදිහටම අඳුන ගන්න පුළුවන් වෙන්න ඕනේ. If I can identify or understand the exact emotions, set of emotion in that child, inside that child's mind, right? එයාගේ මනසේ තියෙන එක අඳුර ගන්න පුළුවන් නම් then only I can help him to resolve that problem and I will help him to cope with that emotion. මට ඒක අඳුරගත්තොත් තමයි මට පුළුවන් වෙන්නේ අන්න ඒ ළමයාට ඒක සිටුේෂන් එක හැන්ඩල් කරගන්න උදව් කරගන්න. So if I can understand one's emotions or someone's emotions in their mind in the exact same way, then we could say I have empathy. I have the quality of empathy. අන්න මට තියෙනවා empathy කියන quality. Right? So it also comes under the mental environment. It also comes under the mental environment, right? So those are some basic and main skills and knowledge which you can obtain and which you can give you to improve your own health conditions. And health promoting කරන්න අපිට කරන්න පුළුවන් තවත් එක් වැඩක්. Making you rich with knowledge and skill. ඔයාලව දැනුමෙන් සහ හැකියාවන් වලින් පෝෂණය කරන එක. Right? Okay. And now I have explained creating healthy environment and taking help from community as themes. We move on to the optimum use of health services. I have said earlier, I'm going to give you some examples for health services. Right? Now we'll discuss some examples for health services. Right? Health services means, so I have explained that already. But the meaning of health service, right? So when you are talking about health services, we can divide these health services into three parts. One, people or individuals. Or institutes. Right? Institutes. Like the hospital. Right? So, example for an individual, as a health service, doctor, institute, hospital, right? And sometimes we get these health services as programs. Better sometimes. Programs, right? Better sometimes. The health services like what? Programs. Vaccination programs during the corona pandemic. Vaccination program. It's a program, and also it's a health service provided to us by the government of Sri Lanka. The health service. It's a program. Likewise, we can divide these health services into three groups, right? Or three categories. Now we'll see some examples for people or individuals, right? Examples for individuals. I have mentioned those things in your note. You can refer the note while I'm explaining to you. First one is what? Medical officer of health. Okay, I will medical officer of health, right? Medical officer of health. Medical officer of health means he is a government official. Medical officer of health. You know, Saukya Vaidya Niladhari. He's a government official, right? So he controls in a region, right? He's a regional officer. In that region, within that region, that individual controls the all administrative affairs of doctors, hospitals, nurses, PHIs, everything. Midwives. මේ වගේ අර සෞඛ්‍ය සම්බන්ධ ඉන්න officials සහ ආයතන ටික තියෙනවනේ like hospitals, division hospitals. Likewise, he holds the authority to control those administrative process of those institutes, people and or individuals and officials and all the programs in that area. So vaccination program also was conducted by the MOH officer, right? Or we call that MOH, right? Medical officer of health. That MOH officer in that particular region. The other region MOH තමයි අර vaccination program එකත් conduct කරේ handle කරේ ඒක පාලනය කරේ. Right? Medical officer of health, MOH. And public health inspector. You may have seen that official. He is also an official, a government official, right? Rajya Niladhari. He wears a similar dress as the police people. Police කට්ටිය වගේ මේ පාටම ඇඳුමක් හමුදු different ඇඳුමක් තමයි ඒ කට්ටියත් right? So they come to our houses and check our gardens and stuff for dengue places. Dengue ගෝවෙන ස්ථාන තියෙනවද කියලා ඒගොල්ලෝ බලනවා. right? And they check. You may have seen those videos in news, normal news, local news, right? They are going to some hotels and check their kitchens whether they are clean and tidy and using proper specifications, right? Provided by the government when making food for the people. And මිනිස්සුන්ට කෑම හදනකොට හෝටල් වල නියම ප්‍රමිතිය පිරිසිදු ඒවා හදනවාද කියලා බලනවා. If not, they are taking legal actions for them. යාලා නඩු දානවා ඊට පස්සේ පිරිසිදු නැත්නම් expire වෙච්ච ඒවා තියෙනවද බලනවා කෑම. Right? They are doing a service for us. We can check each hotel, the kitchens of each hotel we going to. We cannot do that. අපිට බෑනේ යන හැම හෝටලෙම ගිහලා පිස්සි චෙක් කරගෙන ඉන්න කිචන් එක චෙක් කරන්න. So they are doing it for us. They are providing us a service, right? PHM, public health inspector. Yeah, අපි වෙනුවෙන් ගිහලා අර ඒ අදාළ තැන් අපි පාවිච්චි කරන තැන් වල තත්ත්වය quality එක check කරලා බලන කෙනෙක්. And the next one, public health midwife, PHM, public health midwife. We know that person as a midwife model. That's midwife model. He's a lady official, a female official, the government female official. මේකට දාන්නේ කාන්තාව, right? PHM. That person is responsible, that official is responsible for the nutritional conditions and the health conditions of newborn babies and pregnant mothers and family health, right? Family health is a different thing. Pregnant mothers and newborn babies, they are the one who's responsible for their nutritional conditions and health conditions. ත්‍රිපෝෂ දෙන්නේ දැන් අර පොඩි බබාලට ත්‍රිපෝෂ දෙන්නේ කවුද? මෙන්න මේ PHM නැත්නම් midwife කියන කෙනා තමයි උන්නේ ත්‍රිපෝෂ දෙන්නේ ළමයි. To improve the health conditions of newborn babies, right? And they do vaccinations to newborn babies and mothers as well. එන්නත් කරණයක් කරනවා. ඊට පස්සේ බර කිරනවා ඇවිල්ලා and they mark the baby's weight on a chart. They check the BMI and marking on that values on a chart. දැකලා තියෙනවා නේද? chart එක පාට chart එක. In grade 6 we have learned those things about charts as well. ඒ charts ගැන අපි ඉගෙන ගත්තා. Right? අන්න ඒ වැඩේ කරන්නේ මෙන්න මේ well official තමයි මේ වැඩේ කරන්නේ. Right? Since that official is dealing with babies and mothers, always it is only appointed as midwives, right? ඒකට කාන්තාවන් විතරයි ඒ තනතුරට දාන්නේ. යම්මලයි පොඩි ළමයි එක තමයි වැඩ කරන්න තියෙන්නේ නිසා. And agriculture officer, environment officer, child protection officer, agriculture officer, they give advices. They give fertilizers to farmers. They give advices to farmers to how to grow and stuff. ගොවීන්ට අවශ්‍ය උපකරණ උපදේශ fertilizers පොහොර ලබා දෙනවා. මේ වගේ services ටිකක් කරනවා. And environment officer, the duty of the environment officer, consider we are having some construction work. I'm going to build a building, a commercial building in the town or some area, right? In some area I'm going to build a building, right? And whether it is obstructing any natural habitat to the environment, whether it is damaging the environment in any way. Likewise, environment officer should make sure any construction or any human work will not affect the natural habitat or natural way of the normal environment. මේ පරිසරයත් එක්ක අපේ මිනිස් ක්‍රියාකාරකම් ගැටෙනවද නැද්ද කියන එක චෙක් කරලා බලන එක තමයි ඒකට අවශ්‍ය ක්‍රියාමාර්ග ගන්න එක තමයි මේ health officer ගේ environment officer ගේ කාර්යභාරය. And child protection officer acts on the protection of the child from abuses. අපයෝජන කියලා කියන්නේ right? Like abuses again, අපයෝජන කරනවා, ප්‍රචාර වෙනවා, right? මේ වගේ දේවල් ගැන හොයලා බලන්න තමයි මේ child protection officer ගේ රාජකාරිය. right? Okay, so those are some individuals or people, which we can get, which we meet as health services. අපිට health services විදියට අපිට හම්බ වෙන individuals අනි පුද්ගලයෝ තමයි මේ. Now we'll discuss some institutions, which we get as health services. Health services විදියට එන ආයතන මොනවද? Institution. Main thing I have explained it earlier, hospital, right? They do a great service for us. එලා ලොකු සේවයක් කරනවා මිනිස්සුන්ට, and it is free. The most important thing is it is free. ඒක සම්පූර්ණ free ලැබෙන දෙයක්. අර අපි උදේ කිව්වා මේ individuals වලට people category එකේදී ඒ ඔක්කොම ටිකක් free. ටිකක් ඔක්කොම free. If the service is being provided by the government, it is almost free. Government එකෙන් නම් provide කරන්නේ ඒක free. Right? එතකොට අපි වල institution, hospital, police, and the office of the medical officer of health, which means that අපි ඉස්සලා කතා කරේ discuss an individual medical officer of health. This is the office of that official. ඒ පුද්ගලයාගේ office එක. ඒ office එකෙන් තමයි අර ඔක්කොම කටයුතු ටික පරිපාලනය administration එක. Doctors, hospitals, nurses, attendants, and other PHIs, midwives, all those things will be conducted and administrated by the public, office of the medical officer of health, right? So, Vaidya Niladhari Karya, right? And hospital unit and police as well. In police department, they have two different departments. Inside the police department, there are two different divisions in that: environmental division and community police division. Community police division. Praja police anshya. Kottashya. තව තියෙනවා පරිසර කොට්ටාශය කියලා. Environment division. Using those divisions, they act on the health conditions of the people in the society, right? In community police division, they mainly focused on the mental health, and from the environment police division, they mainly act on the physical environments of the society, the health conditions of the physical environment in the society. Environment. Community policing, mental health and counseling services. They provide counseling services. They try to resolve the problems in between people in the society. When it's disputes, conflicts, prashna categories, police without right? And Red Cross Society. They are mainly focused on giving first aids. Voluntary service. Again, Swechha Seva. It is not a government service, but it is a voluntary service. Again, Swechha. It is a free voluntary. Swechha in. Right? And St. John's Ambulance Service. You may not have heard such a thing. St. John's Ambulance Service. It is a ambulance service, same as 1990. දහනමේ අනු මොකද්ද? සුවසැරිය. අහලා තියෙනව නේද? සුවසැරිය කියන ambulance service එක. මෙන්න මේ වගේම ඉස්සර තිබ්බ ambulance service එකක් තමයි දැනගන්න තියෙනවා. Right? තියෙන ambulance service එක. It is a service. We can call them and we can get an ambulance. Something happens, right? Ambulance service, right? And Saukidana movement, Saukidana Sangame, right? Saukidana movement means if you want to donate your body parts, like your eyes can be donated, kidneys can be donated. Likewise, if you want to donate your body parts for some reason, if you can donate your whole body for medical researchers to those faculties, campuses, universities, right? University likewise, if you want to donate some part of your body, you can contact them and you can make those arrangements, right? Coordinate කරන එක තමයි මේ සෞඛ්‍ය දාන movement එකකින් කරන්නේ, right? So I hope you understood all these things, the three categories: individuals, institutes, and uh, the programs. Programs we haven't discussed yet, but I will explain programs. I will give some examples for programs as well, right? Like I said earlier, the vaccination program, corona vaccination program, is a well-known program in recent days. Program vaccination, corona vaccination program, and school medical inspection. In your schools also, you may remember, like grade 7, in primary most of the time. They come to the group of people from a hospital or someplace. They come to your school and they check your eyes, they check your hearing, and they measure your weight and height, right? So in school inspections, medical inspection, dental health services, they check your dental health. In some schools, there are already there are dental clinics established inside the school. Some are school actually dental clinic established, right? And programs, immunization programs. In the word immunization means pratishaktiyam. Immunization. Pratishaktiyam means what? Immunization. Ability to fight back the germs and diseases coming to our body. Virus like corona or dengue. Fight back the energy, the ability to fight back to those foreign diseases and bacteria and viruses and all those things, right? The ability to fight back. This is what we call immunity. So immunization program means it is same as the vaccination program of the corona, right? For coronavirus, immunization vaccine is the thing we got vaccinated. Vaccinate immunization fight back and school sanitary inspection means sanitary means some officials will come to your school and they will inspect whether they have clean drinking water, whether they have adequate toilet facilities and clean toilet facilities, right? They check that sanitary facilities. Sanitary facilities. Garbage disposal system, toilet facilities, canteen facilities. We call those things sanitary facilities. Right? Sanitary facilities. People will come, officials will come, mainly from the office of the medical office of health, and they will check all the sanitary facilities of the school, whether they are maintaining those facilities in a proper way. And programs for prevention of communicable and non-communicable diseases. Right? Like dengue, corona. They do some awareness programs. Then what three may වැඩසටහන් කරනවා. ඔයාලා ආරක්ෂා වෙන්නේ කොහොමද කියලා ඔයාලට කියලා දෙනවා. අන්න ඒ වගේ බෝවන රෝග, බෝනවන රෝග කියන්නේ like blood sugar, diabetes. දියවැඩියාව කියන්නේ සීනි වැඩි වෙනවා. ඒක බෝනවන. ආන් ඒ වගේ රෝග වලින් ආරක්ෂා වෙන්නේ කොහොමද? Mainly they are conducting awareness programs. දැනුවත් කිරීමේ වැඩසටහන් වලට මෙන්න මේව කරන්න ඕනේ, මේව කරන්න එපා කියලා දැනුවත් කිරීමේ වැඩසටහන් කරන්න පුළුවන්. And health and safety education programs, which is the same thing, awareness programs, and they have been they are trying to aware you about the safety and the health conditions of you. Okay, so about drugs, how to be away from drugs. Likewise, right? ආරක්ෂාව සපයා ගන්න පුළුවන් අනිත් පුද්ගලයන්ගේ වගේ මේ වගේ බලව දැනුවත් කිරීමේ වැඩසටහන් පවත්වන්න පුළුවන් as programs. ඒවා ෆ්‍රී කරන දේවල් කියන්නේ නොමිලේ කරන දේ. right? ඔන්න ඔය වගේ අපිට health services ගොඩාක් රජයෙන් සහ පෞද්ගලික වශයෙන් ලබා ගන්න ඕනේ. right? And the last thing we are going to discuss in this lesson, right? The last topic which we have to discuss. Now, we have discussed the things we can get from the outside community, from the police, from the hospitals, from individual officers we can get, right? From our parents, from the programs conducted by the government or other institution, right? We have discussed all the things we have we can obtain from outsiders to promote our health condition. Now we are going to discuss the things which we can do. The things which we can do to promote our own health. Base out දිනු කරගන්න අපිටම කරන්න පුළුවන් දේවල් මොනවද කියලා. right? අපිටම කරන්න පුළුවන් දේවල්. දැන් අපි කොහොමද කතා කරේ අනිත් අයගෙන් ගන්න දේවල් නේ හොස්පිටල් එකේ නේ ડોක්ටර්ස් ලගෙනුයි ඉන්ටිගර් ලගෙනුයි නේද? හැමදැනම ගන්න දේවල්. දැන් අපි මොනවද කරන්නේ? right? First thing, what is the first thing? Establishing health promotion committee in your class and carrying out health promotion activities. We can appoint a committee. We can appoint a couple of students, 3 or 4 students, as a committee, a health promotion committee, right? We can give power to them to control and carry out the necessary activities to promote our health in the school or within the classroom with the help of other students. අනිත් අයගෙන් උදව් ලැබුවා ඒ සෞඛ්‍ය ප්‍රවර්ධනයට දාන කටයුතු වැඩි දියුණු කරගන්න අර කමිටුවක්. අපි දැන් රටකට ජනාධිපති කෙනෙක් පත් කරගන්නේ අපි වෙනුවෙන් තීරණ අරන් යාදාළ වැඩ කටයුතු අපි සහයෝගය ඇතුව කරගන්න. මේ වගේ අපිට පුළුවන් we can appoint a committee to that. With couple of students, we can appoint a committee and we can give power to them to carry out those activities. Right? And we should follow the existing rules and policies. Policies. We should follow that. We should adhere to that policy properly. Then we can introduce new policies or laws to maintain and improve our health condition. Ideas දෙන්නත් පුළුවන් මෙන්න මේ විදිහට කරමු මේ විදිහට කරමු කියලා. But before that we should adhere the existing ones. Existing rules. මේක තියෙන rules අපි රැකලා තමයි අපි අලුත් ideas වලට යන්නට ඕනේ. And abstaining from tobacco and alcohol. Abstaining means වැළකීම. Abstaining. වැළකීම. අපි වැළකීලා ඉන්නවා. From tobacco and alcohol and all the drugs and everything. Right? සෑම මත්ද්‍රව්‍යයක් මත්පැන් නැත්නම් ධූමපාන නිෂ්පාදන, right? Like cigarettes, those things, there are few drugs, right? So we should abstain from all those things. So it will help us to maintain our health condition in a good way. නේද? අපි වගේ මෙලකින් ඉන්න තරමට අපේ සෞඛ්‍ය තත්ත්වය වෙනවා. Then we can engage in drug prevention activities with the help of the principal and staff. We can conduct some programs to aware other students and people around about those effects of the drugs, how to be away from those. Likewise, we could conduct some programs. Programs with the help of the staff and the principal, we could conduct such programs. හරි දැනුවත් කිරීමේ වැඩසටහන් වගේ නේද? නීති ට්‍රැක්ස් ටිකක් බෙදනවා වගේ. මේ වගේ programs ටිකක් අපිට කරන්න පුළුවන්. Right? And the last one, convey health related messages to your family and to the community. Convoy means ගෙන යනවා. Convoy. රැගෙන යනවා. Right? Now you are learning different kinds of things in the school and through these classes and everything. You learn new things about your health conditions. Right, about your health how to keep your health, how to maintain, and how to improve. What are the things you can do? What are the things we can get from outsiders to improve our health? Likewise, you learn different kinds of new things within these syllabus and within this school and through the classes as well. Now you can take that knowledge and skills which you have improved in the school. You can take those things to your family and to the outside society. Now in grade 6, can you remember we have learned something called 5S concept. Concept. 5S concept. It is a concept introduced by the Japanese people to maintain an institute or any unit in a clean and tidy way. අපිට හොඳට පිළිවෙලට ලස්සනට ඕනම දෙයක් තියාගන්න ගෙදරක් ඔෆිස් එකක් ඕනෑම දෙයක් නම්බරයක් හරි තියාගන්න පුළුවන් විදිහේ ප්‍රෝග්‍රෑම් එකක් concept එකක් අපි ඉගෙන ගත්තා in grade 6, right? So if you learn this very well, you can go to your home, then to your family, then you can tell your parents, "I have learned something like this in school today." We can implement this concept in our house as well. අපිට ගෙදරක් පුළුවන් මේ concept එක අනුව පිළිවෙලට ලස්සනට ගෙදරක් හදාගන්න, කාමරේ වගේ හදාගන්න පුළුවන්. Likewise, we can convey this new knowledge to your home or to your family or to your outside society. You can tell your friends about this. Right? මේ වගේ අපි ඉගෙන ගන්න දේවල් අපිට පුළුවන්. We can convey those things, those knowledge and skill to outside society and as well as to your family. තමන්ගේ පවුලටයි එළිය සමාජයටයි මේ ඉගෙන ගන්න දේවල් ප්‍රොමෝට් කරන්න පුළුවන්, එළියට ව්‍යාප්ත කරන්න. Right? So those are the main things. Some few things actually you can do lots of things other than this, but this is the things that we have identified as basic things which you can do to promote health in the school. Right? Promote health in the school. The things you can do. Right? So this is the end of this lesson, the 6th lesson. I hope you understood those things very well and refer the note as well when you are watching this video. And you can refer your textbook, the reading book as well. There are some additional information in the reading book. But I have explained almost everything included in this lesson, I think. Right? So this is the end of this lesson, and we'll meet with the next lesson, the 7th lesson also. I'm going to do a video about that too. So we'll meet with the 7th lesson revision video. Right? Okay. Bye everyone. Bye everyone.